All right, we're live.
Cool.
All right. Okay, two are watching. All right, gotta mute the audio because. All right, who are you?
I'm flakemaster9, but you can call me Flakes.
What do you do, Flakes?
I make brick films.
Okay.
Yeah, I know, pretty dull, but still.
All right. So anyway, Flakes and I are on a podcast together. We're on the Metropolis podcast, and we're recording an episode tomorrow. And I don't know when it'll be up. It'll probably take a while because it's got to get edited.
Oh yeah, I don't think he's doing it live, is he?
I don't think he is. No.
Okay. Well, either way, we'll be up bright and early, so I'll be there too.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. It's hosted by Metropolis Pictures. We
he
yeah,
really
we're
does some great stuff. It's
yeah, he does.
fantastic.
He's really good at editing. Surprised he hasn't reached 100 yet.
Wait, 101.
Subscribers.
Oh. Yeah, so just so you guys know, I'm looking at the chat. So I'm kind of like new to this. I don't really do podcasts that much, but yeah. I don't know if you Shade. I don't know if you want to take questions at any point, but it's all you.
Okay. All
But yeah,
right.
I'm definitely monitoring the chat, so I'll try to look at some things. There's a little bit of a delay, as you guys know, but
Yeah, they're probably gonna ask about gorillas because I make gorillas videos.
uh-huh.
Anyway, I just want to say that yeah, I've been doing a lot of podcasts lately. I don't know. I want to upload a real video pretty soon. I'm working on one right now with Domino, the co-host of the Anime Dudes podcast. And it should be out. It won't be out in a while because Domino said that he has to listen to the album a bunch of times before he gets an opinion on it. But yeah, there might be a podcast streamed live tomorrow, but I'm not sure because Drake Star, the co-host, he's busy. But hopefully it'll happen because I got an interesting guest, Curious Nesca, who's a friend of Pan Pizza Rebel Taxi. So hopefully she will be on. Hopefully Drake Star won't be busy. Then that will stream tomorrow at I think 5 p.m. Central. Anyway, that's enough about me. So what's up, Flakes?
Not much. I'm just enjoying my nice break. I've decided not to take any classes this summer for the sake of my sanity. Um, but yeah, everything is just going nice and smooth. And I finished working on American Tyranny, which is the movie that I am supposed to be promoting here. I finished it a little while ago, and by a little while, I mean about a couple of weeks, I'd say, probably beginning of June. And that is when I posted the full trailer on my channel. So if you want to go check it out, it should be very interesting, and I'm sure we'll have a lot to talk about. Um, but I am working on some other stuff right now. I'm working on a very small project, which is going to be coming after American Tyranny. And if we have some time, I'd love to talk about it.
All right, I'll paste the trailer into the chat. American.
All right, so I see the delay. It's about, I don't know, 10 seconds, maybe 8 seconds. So for whoever's watching, that's just keep that in mind. So you'll have a 8 or 10 second delay, looks
Yeah.
like.
So, when did you start making brick films?
To be completely honest, I started doing brick films a very, very, very long time ago when I was, I'd say maybe 8 or 9 years old, and YouTube was brand new. That was like what 2006, right? I think so when I did that, and I mean, I've come a long way. I had a flip video camera, so you had to take like 1 second videos, so it was kind of like really choppy animation. Um, and I just did little things like try to make little Lego people look like they disappeared and whatnot, and put that on YouTube for the views. But of course, that was the very beginning, and I was 8 or 9 years old, so I had no idea what I was getting myself into. So that endeavor didn't really last a very long time. Um,
Oh yeah, I made a stop motion short when I was younger. And like it's on my YouTube channel. It's like just it's stupid, but I made it a long time ago. It's the first video on my channel.
See, like I envy that. I gotta tell you, I really envy that because all my stuff, every single time I progressed and I got better changing software. I mean, I started off like I think everybody did in Windows Movie Maker 2.6. I started there and then worked my way up through Camtasia Studio, then got Sony Vegas, and I'm now at Adobe Premiere Pro right now. But over all that time, I really envy the fact that some people can go back and like laugh at their old videos. They have their old stuff on their channels, because that channel that I started on, I must have had, 5 or 6 channels to get me where I am now. And I can't look back at any of that stuff because it's all gone. And I've changed computers over the years, and I wish I could go back and see how I've evolved. But you have that luxury because you keep all that stuff on this channel.
I did delete a bunch of stuff. So I actually have stuff that I missed. Like I did pivot animations, if you've heard about that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I used to do that. But I don't know, I freaked out about copyright or something, so I deleted them all.
And I'm going to tell you, copyright, if we're going on about American Tyranny, copyright is something that I've kind of had to worry about a little bit, because there are there's some music in there that, is definitely not original. But of course, I
Yeah.
mean, I orchestrate the incidental music, but that being the case, I mean, there is some music I want to incorporate just for outside purposes. So the best way I think I can go around that, and I hope I can get the whole thing out on YouTube because this is a long movie for brick film standards. I put in that copyright disclaimer, the Section 107 Copyright Act of 1976, and that's pretty much my only way around it. But you add in this kind of music I'm trying to put in, and it adds a certain aesthetic to the whole feel I'm trying to get out. So hopefully it works.
Yeah, I think I need to put a copyright disclaimer on my videos, like that it's fair use, because I uploaded a video a while ago. I had to re-upload it, but it got the content ID matched it. Like I used some background music too long.
Mm-hmm. Now I want to point out, I don't know how you're formatting this, but I do want to point out that we do, there are people talking to the chat. And so I want to address that. Nerdity says, have you seen that old Lego stop motion, The Magic Portal?
I haven't. Have you?
Of course I have. It's about a half hour long or something like that, I think. And it is one of the oldest stop motion videos I think ever made. It was made when Lego was, well, I don't know. I don't even know. Lego wasn't starting out in the 80s, but it was made in like 80s or 90s or something like that. And yeah, I mean, I think it's a fantastic concept. And the stop motion, I mean, for the time at least, the stop motion looks fantastic for that. And so, I mean, I think every brick filmer, I mean, I don't know what your experience is, Shade, with making Lego movies and stuff like that, but I think every brick filmer at some point in their lives has seen that.
Oh yeah, I remember a popular brick filmer, Forest Fire 101.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he did Lego Batman and stuff like that.
Didn't he do the Duck song too?
Yeah, he did the Duck song.
Uh-huh. See, we don't that golden era of YouTube is gone. That was, we watched Forest Fire 101. What was it? So you had Duck Song, you had like Charlie the Unicorn, you had Smosh and Ray William Johnson, and College Humor when it was good.
Yeah, I remember College Humor.
Yep. That era of YouTube is, the problem is it's like when you talk about YouTube becoming a quote unquote company and all the complaints that people have these days. Do you remember when people used to go around on everyone's comment sections and put the tank or whatever? It's like this is I don't know, like this is Jeff or whatever they would say, and he's trying to take down the Google Plus army or
Oh yeah,
something.
yeah, I remember stuff like that.
That was the beginning of the end, I think, for YouTube. So I don't even know what we're doing here. I think YouTube now is almost dystopian.
Yeah, I remember the old days of YouTube. Like, I had a bunch of friends. I was a part of the cartoon community, like back in the early days.
So define cartoon community.
Well, I didn't really do reviews. Like nowadays, it's like people do reviews, and that's what the cartoon community is, basically cartoon reviewers. But before then, I just kind of did like, have you heard of YouTube Poop?
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah,
YouTube Poop was the foundation for the memes, the meme compilations and whatnot that everyone looks at. Have you ever heard of Emperor Lemon?
oh yeah, Lemon's awesome. I watch his videos.
Yep.
He's changed up his format a little bit. Now it's like videos about memes, but they're still really well edited and all that.
Well, I think he has a great himself, Emperor Lemon. I think he has a really great outlook on the state of YouTube because he's not asking for subscribers. Now, granted, there are some really good channels that I watch personally that will say, try to build up their brand and ask for subscribers. Like, do you know what is it? Oh yeah, Donut Media. Do you watch that? I mean, I'm a little bit of a car guy, so I don't know if you watch it. But...
I don't think I don't.
Okay, well, Donut Media, they're hilarious. They do really cool stuff. It's kind of like regular car reviews, which I also love a lot. But regular car reviews is more on the side of not asking for subscribers. They don't. I mean, Mr. Regular doesn't really care about that kind of stuff. But the on Donut Media, they do, at the end they'll be like, make sure to like and subscribe and stuff like that, and I can see the appeal of doing that. But going back to Emperor Lemon, I think his outlook is fantastic because he literally asks people to unsubscribe, and that in turn gives him more of a reputation.
Yeah,
but I can understand being annoyed by the fact, hey, can you please, and they wouldn't stop pestering him, like, can you please make this video? Can you please make a sequel to this video?
oh yeah, Frying Dory.
Right. When your fans get annoying like that, and if you have the ability to build up a fan base, that's great. But my endeavors here on YouTube, I'm not here for that. I'm not really here to build up fans. I mean, if I had them, it would be great. I think everyone agrees having fans is, pretty cool, I guess. But I just really, I mean, American Tyranny was kind of like the idea that made me think, well, if I'm going to do it in this format anyway, might as well put it out on YouTube and, just for my own enjoyment.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good to make videos that you're interested in and hope that other people are interested in it too.
I think so. I think I think the biggest challenge, and I mean, I've had this before because I have had other channels on YouTube and I have been involved with other people making other films and stuff like that when I was, much younger, is that sometimes you want to stray from your source of content. So you want to stray from your original content. And that either will build you up as a variety channel. You'll either live long enough to become a variety channel, or you'll end up killing your brand right there. And that's part of this dystopian YouTube I'm talking about, is that it's more about brand building and more about the subscriber count, even though the analytics never seem to add up, and there always seems to be something wrong. You see so many YouTubers complaining about it, but overall, it's not about brand building. It's not about all of that. I mean, you go back to the original intent of YouTube, broadcasting yourself.
Yeah.
Um, it's about staying true to what you want to do and what you love. And if what you love is a variety of things, doing reviews, like I think what you do, Shade, is sort of a mishmash variety type of thing, because you'll do reviews and then you got like podcasts, which isn't necessarily a review in itself, but you're kind of like, you're gravitating around the nucleus. You're staying in that area, and that's what matters. As long as you're staying true to your original content, what you love, what you want to put out, I think that's what it's all about.
Oh yeah, there was this YouTuber who apparently faked liking cartoons, like he like faked it. Stuff with Scoutfly. He basically did it just to get money and stuff.
I think going on YouTube just for the sake of looking for money, in most cases, and by that I mean like 99% of cases, is it's a terrible waste of time, and it inhibits other people's creativity. But then
Yeah.
again, inhibiting the creativity from the source are the people on YouTube that have all of these filters now for content.
Yeah, but I don't, yeah, I'm like, so yeah, but I don't know if I want to do gorillas videos all the time like that. My first video that got popular was a gorillas video, and my second and third one did well. But yeah, I definitely need to change up my content, like maybe review a TV show, do something like that, try something new.
And hey, all the better for you for going ahead and doing that. But of course, you're still like, how can I keep this following? Because I mean, look at you. What is this? 1.4 thousand subscribers.
Yeah.
That's great. You're doing a great job. Now, me, I got like what, like 12, and I'm sitting here happy because I'm not really on the hunt for subscribers. I'm not going to ask people to subscribe to my channel and put out this, the stuff I want to do, because I think brick filming is a tedious yet rewarding hobby.
Yeah, like I do podcasts mainly because they're fun. Like I get to talk to people, even though they don't get a lot of views, it's still fun to do.
I think so. I'm having a great time.
Yeah, like only 2 people are watching right now.
Hey, that's more than zero.
Yeah.
So I think that's a start.
Yeah, I think the I'll get more views on streams once I actually do the podcast. Like this is just a stream. It's not a podcast.
Right.
And I'm gonna get some semi big guests. Like there's a Gorillas fan artist called Ashes for Days. And she's somewhat successful on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. She has like around I think 9,000 followers.
Okay.
So I think once I get interesting guests, maybe the podcast will get more views. Like I don't know.
Well, you're constantly building up. Now, from the standards of, the top tier YouTubers, I mean, 1,000, you're not even scratching the surface.
Yeah.
But even so, I mean, look at me from my perspective. I'm not I'm not really on that on that level. I'm not. I mean, of understanding. I'm just kind of sitting here, mind my own business. Like, all right, that's cool. I'll watch whoever's videos I want to watch. Do what I want to do here on YouTube. But I'm like, I don't even feel like I have a really valid comment to make on gaining a following, considering that it's not really my purpose to gain a following.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, I used to do YouTube for fun, like before all this monetization. Wait, you still here?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I thought you were in the middle of a thought, and I didn't want to cancel out your stream of consciousness, so to speak. So I'm sorry. I didn't know that was the end of your sentence.
Yeah, but I'm like I used to just do it for fun. I like the community. I like the YouTube community. Like I like
Yeah.
yeah, I like this show called Chowder, and there was a huge fan community on YouTube. Like, and back then I had 100 subscribers, and that was a lot for me back then.
Well, how long ago was that? Because Chowder was on Cartoon Network how many years ago? So like how long have you had this channel on YouTube?
I've had this channel since 2009.
Wow. Okay. So
I
that was
mean,
just like kind of a little bit after I started out on YouTube, but then deleted that first channel. So I get it now. I thought your channel was a bit newer. I didn't even realize that you've been on for that long.
okay, yeah, I'll go ahead and screen share my first channel.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. All right.
Oh yeah, Nerdity, I see in the chat too, Bill Wirtz. Um, I don't know what to think about Bill Wirtz. I think his videos are entertaining. And there's the screen share. I see it. So it should be coming up.
Yeah, but yeah, this was my old channel. I had 119 subscribers back then. And back then that was a lot for me. And I did I did like music video edits of Chowder and YouTube poop.
Oh man, the Wayback Machine. Can we just take a minute to stare at this?
Let me see if I
Can
can
we just
refresh.
What is this? March 13th, 2009. The good old days.
This is so old. Like, I'm a fire brain my laser. If you got love for Jesus Christ, copy and put this on your channel. This
is great.
Yeah, wants you to subscribe. All rights reserved.
Man,
and all my YouTube friends here.
this is fantastic.
And all the
See,
shows.
this is when you could actually like. Do you remember when everyone used to have like those Minecraft channels, and they would, put they would do custom backgrounds on Photoshop and whatnot, and put them as their backgrounds. This was a little bit after that, but this was like right after the layout. I think it was the layout that was released after the one that you have there. I think that's when YouTube channels look the best.
But yeah, here's some comments. Like, I had like these old YouTube friends. One of them's like, I have more subs than you, no offense. K, gotta go by.
Those were simpler times.
Yeah, and I want to go. I'd go over his entire bio, but it's just so long. Like back. Yeah. But anyway, basically, Starburst 4886. He was this YouTuber who did the same kind of videos I did. And he, like, I guess this is like the first instance of internet drama I was like involved with. I wasn't really involved, but like he always like bragged about his subscribers, and I guess people got annoyed by that.
Wait, I'm trying to read that. Well, actually, I was going to make the AMV TDI peanut butter jelly time video, but then I already had the Flapjack episode, and I thought Flapjack would be a better AMV. But then I remembered that he made a video like that, but I didn't think someone would accuse me of stealing it. Steal with 2 E's.
Those were the days. Peanut butter jelly time.
This is great. I think I'm enjoying this more than whatever we were talking about before. Looking at old YouTube, this is great. Okay. Look at the old icons for the people who don't have avatars. Yeah, good times.
What's sad is a lot of these channels got suspended because this was after Viacom.
What a surprise.
Yeah, Viacom and yeah, Cartoon Network like striked my channel, and I like lost 2 channels. The second one like I had to delete. I deleted myself because back then I used to like pirate music.
Very illegal.
Yeah.
I'm not condoning.
Yeah, I buy my music now.
Uh-huh. Okay, I'll take your word for it.
Yeah.
YouTube Poop Tribute Autumn 2007. Oh my God.
This was like
Is that your video?
no, these are other people's videos.
Oh,
But yeah,
this is fantastic.
but like yeah, like I just went to YouTube, I just went to like mp3download.com or something like that and I download music for my videos.
MP3download.com, pretty legit.
EMP3 stuff like that.
Seems like a good place, a nice sounding website to download shit from. That's great.
Yeah, I used to do that. Like and yeah, my parents like were scared I'd get sued or something. Like cuz like back in the day like when you pirated music like
Dude, do you remember Napster?
yeah.
Oh my God.
But I remember like it used to be like they sued someone for like downloading one song. Stuff like crazy stuff like that.
Well, they were really, going Gestapo on people like that back.
They don't do that anymore though.
Not as much, no. But I mean, I think that the point of having a copyright disclaimer is important, especially like I said before, when you're putting in music that doesn't belong to you. Like in my case for American Tyranny.
I should really do that. I should like say I should like get just copy paste.
Right, there's the disclaimers out there.
Yeah, the fair use disclaimer. Like I'm using it as background music that I'm commentating over like I'm talking about gorillas, I'm using gorillas music, you know.
Uh,
But I think like for from now on I'm gonna probably use royalty free music.
so are you going to do that through YouTube's audio library, or are you going to do that through like Kevin MacLeod?
Either one.
All right. That doesn't seem that bad. I know there are plenty of people who put out like royalty-free trailer music, stuff like that. If you look it up, but sometimes you'll have people that put it out and they've got like a watermark, like an audio watermark going behind it. Like you ever hear those like music videos or whatever, and in the background, like every 5 seconds, it's like audio jungle or whatever.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's almost like a game of Russian roulette. You gotta make sure you don't get the wrong ones, because some people will they'll hide watermarks in there in the middle of their song, and you won't even realize it till you incorporate it in your video.
Yeah, I've like seen that in hip. Wait, you mean like they say the name of their channel or whatever in the song?
Uh huh.
Watermark.
Hmm.
Yeah, like these rap beats. It's like something productions, like right in there.
Exactly. Exactly. If you want to take a minute, I'm gonna go grab something real quick. If you want to just take a minute and address uh, if you want to address the chat room, go ahead and do that because I'm gonna go grab something real quick. I'll be right back.
All right, I'll turn off screen share for a little bit.
Yep.
Okay, so hey guys, see it says one person watching, but Nerdity, are you still there? Uh, hey Dennis, hey, what's up, Dennis? Okay, you're here, good. Thanks for sticking around. Okay, you're here. Okay, I don't know why it's showing one person watching. But yeah, good. Two people watching. It's glad to see you. Glad to see you that you're here. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I'm waiting for Flakes to get back, but I guess I could go over my YouTube channel a little bit more.
I'm back.
Okay, I guess I'll go back to screen sharing.
Okay.
Okay,
I needed
yeah.
to grab another drink.
All right, I guess I'll go over my old internet friends who like aren't even online anymore.
This should be interesting.
Okay, Starburst 4086. Big Chowder fan.
What is the theme song?
You take
The moon, and you take the sun.
You take everything that seems like fun.
Right.
Okay, yeah, here it is.
Oh wow!
His entire it's interesting. His entire channel description. It's like really interesting.
What colors, dude? Oh my god, I have a headache.
Yeah, should I get off it or?
No, this is hilarious.
Okay, yeah, I can't. I like recorded a video of myself like reading through his entire like description for fun. But like, whoa, it's just so long.
Crank that Chowder Screamo version. Oh my god.
Yeah, okay, here we go. You may be lucky to add me in Roblox. Since they barely even use Roblox, you can also add me in RuneScape.
I like how he has to continue telling everybody that his username is Starburst4886.
Yeah.
I like this. Favorite restaurants are Baskin Robbins, McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, Chinese food takeout place. How old is this person back in 2009?
Wait, did he say his age? He was like a kid.
Yeah, definitely looks like it.
Yeah, I wonder what he's doing now.
iCarly, did I just see iCarly? Tom and Jerry Fast and Furry, Tom and Jerry Blast Off to Mars, The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy movies. This is a trip, dude.
Okay. Oh yeah. I got 8,220 channel views and comments. No offense. That was my response to I have more subs than you.
And that was you?
Yeah, Chowder Craze.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm confused. Okay.
Channel views aren't that great. I mean, great. All right, I think that's, or should we look through his, or do you think that's enough of his bio?
I think you're done stalking YouTube accounts from 09.
Okay, There's one of my like really good friends from YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was one of his really close friends, as you can see. Chowder Craze is number 2. And he had a girlfriend back then.
Put this on your channel.
Psychic Mantha.
Put this on your channel if you are or support emos. Yeah. 92% of all teens have moved into rap. If you're one of the 8% who still listen to real music, put this on.
Oh my gosh. Wow. His name is Zim. From Invaders.
Age 15. PS3 and PSP junkie. Ladies man.
100% Chowder lover.
Oh boy.
I love anime.
Oh.
Put this on your page if you love the Mario games.
I love anime. Put this on your page if you love the Mario games. Put this on your page if you've ever pushed on a door that said pull.
Oh no.
This is in memory of those who died on 9/11. Add this to show you care. Ladies and gentlemen, America was a very different country back in 09.
It was. Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah, not as crazy as Starburst 4886's.
City, Planet Urk, Hometown, Marzipan City.
Companies Mungdal Catering Co. I'm punished, so I won't be on for the next 4 weeks. Don't ask why I got punished. I'm sorry, I'll be back around March 24-ish.
Oh my god. What do you look like?
Oh, yes, he has a picture on his DeviantArt, but I don't want to. Yeah, but I know he posted a picture of himself on his DeviantArt page.
DeviantArt.
Yeah, let me see. Is there anything else to... I guess... Oh, yeah, but these YouTube channels, like the design, you used to be able to have friends as well as subscribers, which is interesting.
I remember that. I wish I could go back and find my channel. But I think I deleted it or something. Like it's actually gone. Like all my stuff is gone.
Wait, what was your channel called?
Secret Sith 28.
All right, let's...
You're not gonna find it, I don't think.
Yeah, because mine was more...
It was Secret Sith, all one word, 28.
Oh, wait, what? Oh, is the site down? Oh.
No, I told you, you're probably not going to be able to find it. Unless there's some miracle.
Oh. Oh.
Oh my god.
Wait, 2014 out.
Ah.
Well, maybe it says this channel was deleted. This channel has been terminated due to repeated or severe violations of our community guidelines and our claims of copyright infringement.
See, because I remember deleting the channel, so that's funny.
Yeah, that happened to my channels. Well, my second channel, I deleted the second one, but I had 2 strikes, so it's going to be suspended anyway.
Damn, that sucks. Ah, man, I wish you could find it.
Wait, is there...
There's only one capture.
Yeah. Okay, let's see.
Maybe somebody else came up with a name, because I'm telling you, my channel was gone by 2010, maybe even 2011. So it's possible that by the time it was deleted, somebody else was able to use the username. Maybe, because I'm telling you, I remember deleting that channel, so I don't know.
Okay.
Anything can happen.
Yeah, but you know what's some good news though? Like I found a DVD and it actually has some of my old videos on it, but I didn't save all of them.
See, when I was in high school, we had to do I was in a film class, and we had to do a short movie, and I did an Indiana Jones movie with the guy from Metropolis Pictures. I'm not going to name drop him, I don't know what his deal is with that. So the dude from Metropolis Pictures was working with me on that, and his buddy Charlie. And I know I can name drop him because he's not on here anyway. So and I know you've heard about Charlie before.
Yeah.
So anyway, so it was the 3 of us, and also one of my other buddies who was playing a very minor part. And we did this because it had to be 7 minutes, and we had to record it once we were done with it for the exam. We had to record it onto a VHS tape, which was interesting. Using an actual recorder and stuff like that, with a whole setup with an old Mac computer. It was fantastic doing that stuff, I'll tell you. But that's my 2 cents on putting stuff on formats like DVD and VHS.
Oh yeah, I did a bunch of like short films in high school, and I wish I saved them because I didn't save them until like I got into college. Like I have a bunch of short films from college, and two from high school are up on YouTube. I'm not really ready to share them yet, but
Chowder's Kanishmas Adventure. Chowder Har Har Thursdays promos and bumpers. I remember Har Har Thursdays.
yeah. Okay, I guess we'll turn off screen share for a little bit.
Alrighty.
2 viewers. Yeah, I'm gonna check the chat.
Okay. There's plenty of people talking on. I have it on live, so or as live as I can get with that delay.
All right. Yeah. 2 people. Oh, question. I have a quick question. Are you familiar with a channel called Zeepster from Nerdity? Oh yeah, I am. I like his videos. He does videos about gorillas, but he also talks about politics.
That's an interesting combination.
Yeah, you should watch it. He does good political videos.
I'm trying to keep away from politics, like I was telling you before we started this stream.
Yeah. Think he's objective about it.
Oh, well, that's good. I mean, as as objective as you can get, right?
Yeah, I mean, like he does videos about Trump a lot. They're interesting.
Obviously, people are going to do videos about Trump if you're having, and of course, we name drop him because you can't escape it these days.
Yeah.
I mean, every day in this country is just like a page out of the National Enquirer.
Yeah.
But of course, they're going to talk about him if they've got politics going on their channel.
Yeah, but he like talks about the politics of like media, like the politics of gorillas, the politics of Eminem's new album. Like he talks about politics in music, animation, stuff like that, like wherever politics shows up.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, enough talking about that. Because I don't want to get to talk about politics too much.
But. Yeah, well, I mean, American Tyranny is a little political, but it's not. Nothing about it politically is related to what's going on now. It's a totally separate thing.
Okay. Oh, 3 watching. That's good. How much have you been doing?
11. Wait, what do you mean?
How long have we been on? That's what I'm checking.
Oh, I don't know, maybe like 43 minutes because it's.
Oh, it's 8:43.
So I'm guessing that's 43 minutes that we've been on because we started on the hour.
Wait, did you have to play recorder back in elementary school? If so, were you good at it? I didn't. I took music class though. It was fun.
I took music class. I had to play the recorder because I thought every kid in elementary school did.
Maybe I did, and I don't remember, but I don't think I was good at it.
Hot cross buns. You ever play hot cross buns on a recorder?
No.
It's like the easiest thing. It's what they first teach you. But I actually went on like that. I guess that's the start of how I started orchestrating my music for all this stuff that I do. Because I was very interested in piano from an early age. So everything I do by orchestrating, whether it's GarageBand or I actually orchestrate it physically, is on the piano. But I went from sort of like piano became my hobby. So I learned and played piano by ear. So that's how I do it now. And that started when I was also very young. But after I got out of elementary school and I went into middle school, I took up the trumpet. And after I played all 3 years of middle school. So I, did all the stuff. Like we went, we did trips and all that cool stuff. And I was like 3rd chair trumpet. And I had a really nice silver trumpet. It was fantastic. And then started playing. I continued in high school with the trumpet. And after freshman year, I got out of band, and now when I do my music, I just focus solely for my own entertainment and my own enjoyment. And I love to play all the great movie themes on the piano and just learn whatever I want to. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I don't really have musical talent, but my cousin, he's really talented. Like he plays piano and he like plays the Star Wars theme. I think he plays Harry Potter.
Yeah, I know all that stuff.
I think he's played all that. Yeah, it's fun hearing those songs like played on piano.
Well, actually, yeah, I just orchestrated the music well, I did orchestrate the music. Like I said, I do the incidental music for everything. So I did it for American Tyranny, and that was something I came up with totally by myself, off chance, which is I think is a great theme. I think it sounds a lot like, Godfather-ish type stuff. Um, so the way, it's a drama, which is not very usual for a brick film. And it is long. It's like an hour and 40 some odd minutes. But the incidental music, when it comes up, you'll know it. And there's a predominant theme, which I think is great in the way it sounds. And it really fits the attitude of Beaumont's character. And Beaumont is the main character in the movie, if you guys saw the trailer. But I did just do the music for this new project I'm working, or just finished actually, which will come out after American Tyranny. But it's so short, it won't even need a trailer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wish I could do like long form content, but like the problem is like when I tried editing a podcast, like it ended up being 9 gigabytes.
Ooh.
Yeah. I don't know if it's
I can tell you how many gigabytes the movie was, but I'm sure it can be uploaded.
How many gigabytes is it?
I have no idea. A lot though, because I'm rendering a brick film with a whole bunch of stop motion animation and all this music and stuff and audio effects and whatnot into a 1080p. It's not 4K. It's 1080p. An hour and 40 some odd minutes of it. So it's up there.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to get a hard disk drive for my computer.
I seem to be okay managing my space on my laptop, and I have a MacBook.
Yeah, I do too. So wait, do you use Final Cut Pro or?
No, like I said before earlier in the podcast, I use Adobe Premiere Pro. I use the whole bundle. So I use Photoshop, Premiere Pro, and After Effects.
Yeah, I think I'll get that because I use Final Cut Pro, but I don't really like it that much.
Because I'll tell you, it's expensive, but it's worth it. And you can get a discount, I think, if you're a student.
Yeah, I can get it discounted.
But you get like all of the properties in the Creative Cloud, so that's a plus. So you get everything, but really all you need is Photoshop and Premiere. But After Effects is like some stuff that I was doing for this particular project, like extra effects.
Yeah, I wish I took an After Effects class. Like, I wish I could learn that. I could still probably do that.
You get adept at it just by working at it, to be honest. I don't think you need a class for any of this kind of stuff. You kind of just fall into it.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll use After Effects. We'll definitely use Adobe Premiere Pro and Photoshop.
Yeah. I mean, hey, your Photoshop skills must be good because you put together a pretty good thumbnail.
Yeah, I'm just using like a paint application.
Really?
Yeah, there's also a free Photoshop-like application, online image editor, I think it's called.
Uh-huh.
It's like kind of hard to use though, like it's in browser.
Oh, I understand.
But I mean, it's a good editor. Like,
well, Photoshop's got to be, upper echelons. It's got to be like way up there because I mean, this is like what the professionals are using. So
yeah, Photoshop is the way to go. But online image editor, I can make transparent like images. I can like put that in the thumbnail. What I do basically is I make the transparent images. Then after that, I paste them into the paint application. And then that's how I make my thumbnails.
See, because that looked pretty good. I thought that you did that in Photoshop. I mean, the straight lines and all, I mean, I'm sure you could probably do it on any other editing application, but it just, I mean, that set looks like something that I would probably be able to do in Photoshop.
Yeah, like what's good is that in like the default like size in the paint application is like the size of a thumbnail.
Uh-huh.
So like I can easily just make YouTube thumbnails that way.
Yeah, I do my thumbnails just by opening up a file in Photoshop that is a 1920 by 1080 with a transparent background, and I just kind of fill it out because that's, what my video is going to look like.
Yeah, 1920 times 1080. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, that's the dimensions. All right. Yeah. Anyway, guess we can go into the questions
All right.
that I wrote down.
All right. Sounds good.
Oh, we already asked when you started making them, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, what inspired you to make the film?
Um, I think it was just kind of a culmination of my interests. So I had a flourishing interest in politics. Well, I started being interested in filmmaking in high school. So I did short films as well after like really and by the filmmaking, I'm talking about like live action stuff. I did a lot of fan films like that Indiana Jones thing I did for that class, like I said. But that passion for filmmaking sort of turned on its head and became politics, and I did Model UN and all that stuff, and that all came together uh, into these, the stories that I come up with in my head. And I imagined, what would the political climate look like if we had, major problems like a nuclear war and stuff like that, and we were thrown back about a century as a country. What would the political climate look like? Who would be doing what? And I wanted to sort of get a feel for those, like, for that dirty politics. But at the same time, keeping it a little bit idealistic, keeping it a little bit cleaner, in terms of the way it would be presented. And originally, I wanted to write it, but I realized that, I mean, even though I believe I'm a strong writer. I mean, I can write, for college, I could write papers a dime a dozen. It doesn't really matter. I could write a million papers. But overall, the inspiration kind of just came together from just the years of developing as a voter now, or as a someone who's interested in the processes of government, and someone who's interested in personal history, political history, American history altogether. And there's a lot of references as well in the movie, as you'll see, to American history and to things that have happened in our nation's history and that will happen. And really, I'm very excited to share it with everybody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I used to be in honors history in high school.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm interested in history, but like I haven't taken a history class in a long time. It's kind of hard to remember stuff, so I should definitely probably take some history classes in college, maybe.
Oh yeah, definitely. I've taken some great history classes already. I've my first semester, fall semester last year, I took U.S. history since 1877, and my final paper, I wrote 13 pages on how the presidency and different things affecting the presidency have changed the government's view of the presidency, as well as the public view of the presidency.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe it's the best paper I've ever written. So history classes are definitely worth it.
Yeah, I definitely need to watch some documentaries and stuff.
Well, documentaries, I think, don't do as much justice as getting into a good historical account from being based in a discussion or in a group setting.
Yeah.
We had a lot of really good discussions as a class, and I was involved in high school, in my last year of high school, in a global perspectives course with a teacher who is a mentor of mine and who I'm still good friends with to this day. So when you talk, when you think about history, not just American history, but world history, you really think about, it's kind of like I don't want to say a soap opera, but it's kind of like, it's the story of like, wow, these things really happen. These are things that actually affect me, albeit mostly indirectly, depending on what you're looking at, of course.
Okay, so yeah. But yeah, filmmaking. Yeah, I used to do filmmaking in high school. I think I said earlier, like I didn't save my short films, but I wish I did.
Yeah, I mean, it was a bit of an experience because I was really going based on it's kind of like a social experiment the way I did films because I'm not really based in scripts. When I did American Tyranny, actually, and I did the vast majority of voices for that, um, because I have that I can do a wide range of voices. I can do a lot of impressions. Um, I went scene by scene, and I just filmed the scenes after doing the script, and the characters kind of just took me along for the ride, which is sort of how I felt like doing it when I wanted to write it.
Yeah, I have ideas for stuff. Like I have an idea for a comic I want to make.
Uh-huh.
Like about like supervillains and stuff who live in a city. Like I have a big idea for that.
Yeah. I mean, I have plenty of ideas swimming around in my head. Um, and it's just a matter of refining them because when I think about because I have a lot of ideas for doing movies and stuff like that. Just like this short new project I just finished working on. Um, they kind of just I see snippets of them. I see like little almost screen grabs in my mind, and then I'm like, well, I have to make that, but I want to turn it into some kind of a story, and that's how much of American Tyranny was made. Was I mean, I had when I was thinking about the idea, I knew roughly where everything was going to go. This how the story of Skylar Beaumont would unfold. Um, all the characters, how they would be affected by him, how he would evolve through the story. But I never really had anything specific. I knew the beginning, I knew roughly the middle, and I knew the end.
Yeah, I have a basic understanding of my comic too. Like I have it like in my head, like beginning, middle, end, or
Right.
climax or whatever. The only thing with making
Exactly.
a comic is that like you got to get an artist, you got to get the pages. Like it's like I don't know, it's hard to make a comic, you know.
No, I hear you.
And yeah, you got to pay like you got to pay an artist sometimes like
Well, as you know, I mean, really, the limit to whatever you want to do is your own creativity and your own, interest in the project. And now I find myself, I find, and this is always between projects and stuff, but I kind of find myself on the verge of, what's going to come next, and I have the resources now to do pretty much anything I want because the budget for making brick films is so much smaller than doing something live action. But I love conveying things visually. I mean, I use a Canon Rebel T5i, which is great for even doing. I used it for some of the projects I did back in high school for live action stuff. But now with this, however much money I've put into the acquisition of new stuff for the brick films would be a fraction of what I would have to use um, for live action stuff. I mean, I have imagine getting lighting set up to do a live action film, whereas with these Legos doing brick films, I have two desk lamps, and they do the job, and I have little lights and things that I can use that really and my editing skills can make it pop. So I'm happy about that.
Yeah, I was just lucky enough in community college, like before I transferred, I had all these resources. Like they had DSLR cameras, so I was able to make short films like pretty easily.
Yeah.
I haven't really gotten many opportunities like this last semester, though. Like I did make a short film though. I entered a 48-hour film competition and it was really fun.
That's interesting. See, I've never done anything like that. It's more just been for my own enjoyment.
But I was editing it while they filmed it. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'll tell you, whatever project I want to work on next, I would love to, even though I have this wide range of voices that I can use, and I'm very good at doing impressions, as I said, I'd love to have people get involved. And, like you, Metropolis Pictures, everybody else who's in our little group chat, I think that, there's definitely an opportunity, in the future to maybe have you come in for some voice acting. That'd be
Yeah,
fantastic.
that'd be fun.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It wouldn't be that many lines, but I'd have to see what I'm going to do next because this new one is very short. So I did, as I keep saying, I I didn't really have to do that many voices for that.
Yeah, let me check. Yeah, I'm having fun doing this live stream.
Oh yeah, I'm having a great time too.
Yeah, even though like it's two people, these two people really enjoy it.
Well,
Okay.
they're it spiked up for a couple minutes. There were like 5 at one point or something like that, which is
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
So we'll see who sees it later on. So if you're watching this not live and you're watching this later on, hello. Hope you're enjoying it.
Yeah, because one time I live streamed the episode 0. Oh, whoa, a third person. I'm loving this.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, but
That's good. You're making a positive impact on the world.
yeah, I am, yeah.
They love it. Nerdy loves it when you stream.
Yeah,
See?
the streams are gonna be a lot better because my friend Drake Star, he has OBS. There's gonna be like a little visual on there, like his drawing from the podcast.
Uh-huh.
Hopefully there'll be a lot more views next time.
That's all right.
I mean, not that that matters. Like as long as there's enough people to just ask questions, and just enjoy it.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I agree.
Because this is more, there's more interaction in this stream than the first one I did, and I like that.
It's casual. It's a podcast is a bit more developed, and usually have more people and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, you invited me here. I mean, it's great. I mean, I don't know what else to say. It's really good to kind of get involved in conversation and talk, and you kind of just put your voice out there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's fun.
But I'm not the kind of guy to do my own podcasts. I think that's better reserved for the more experienced hosts, such as yourself.
Yeah. I think my biggest strength though is making videos. Like, I don't know. But like right now, like all that's gonna be on my channel is gonna be like a bunch of podcasts / live streams, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm working on a bigger video right now, and that's gonna take a while.
So is it like a review?
Yeah, it's a review. I'm doing it with my co-host on the Animated Dudes podcast, Call Me Domino.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Yeah, I started editing it, but like I haven't got his voice clips yet in the album. The album hasn't come out yet. So I'm waiting for it to release. Gonna listen to it a few times and say my opinion on it. And
yeah, whatever works for you.
I guess I'll screen share, like show off the editing process, even though I did this on a stream before this.
Yeah, I'd like to see how you edit.
Okay, share.
Final Cut.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Okay, that's. So here I like have a background, then I have these images on the background. Have some I did some narration.
See, I'm just not used to the timeline looking like that because in Premiere you can like change the color of the tracks so you get a better you can kind of make sense of what's going on. You can certainly make the tracks look that big, but I don't like them that thick. The tracks are very narrow for me.
Yeah, but yeah, I prefer Adobe because I learned how to keyframe on Adobe.
Uh-huh.
That's just really a really fun thing to know, like cool thing to know how to do because you can make stuff move around, you can make stuff spin and all that.
Well, keyframing in Premiere is not all that different from keyframing in After Effects. So you pretty much got one thing down if you're looking to switch over.
Yeah, I used keyframing in like one of my videos, one of my short films, and it looked really good.
Well, it depends what you're using it for.
I used it for an intro,
Oh, okay. So you're like transitional type stuff.
like an intro, like to this video. I'm not ready to share my videos yet because I want to kind of keep my
Oh, of
personal
course.
life kind of separate. But eventually, I'll go ahead and share all these videos at some point.
Yeah. So
Like
is this a from a podcast or
this
like
is
what you
this
have up?
this is these icons are from the podcast.
Okay. Oh yeah,
Drawn,
because it domino. Stupid me. I see that now.
yeah, it's drawn by Drake Star. Shout out to Drake Star. Yeah, Domino's good. He made the Discord server, the animated dude's Discord server. He made that like right after we did this stream, did that stream. Like he made the Discord server.
See, no, I know I'm not on that. I don't really. I mean, I know you have me added into it, but I don't really do much talking in there because I mean, I'm not really on that podcast, so I kind of like a guest. So I don't really have any place to say anything in there, and I'm not really on my phone a lot anyway during the day, which is mainly where I use Discord. So that's kind of why I'm only involved with the Metropolis Picture stuff because that's where I guess I'm sort of a regular. I mean, I'm going to be on tomorrow, so
Yeah, I think I'll be on there occasionally. Like I don't know.
I mean, if I'm up, because it's going to be early.
All right, I'm gonna get on Discord. Get that Discord invite for if people haven't joined.
For animated dudes?
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
oh wait, Drake's. I don't want to bother Drake Star.
Okay. Do you have any more questions on that list?
No, like he pretty much answered. I'll check. Okay, invite
Cool.
people. Oh yeah, I need to. Oh yeah. The Gorillaz album was released early. Yeah, it leaked. I downloaded it, but I deleted it because I'm like, oh yeah, never mind, I'll wait. But I did hear all the songs, and they already performed all the songs live a few days ago. I think yesterday. They did a live stream. They did a live stream of the new Gorillaz album, the Now Now. They performed all the songs live in Tokyo. And I downloaded the stream because apparently it's only up for 24 hours. Anyway, here's the Discord link. Okay.
Oh, wait. I see a question. Hold on. Flakemaster, what is your taste in music? Are you a fan of Gorillaz? No, I don't really listen to the Gorillaz that much, to be honest. My taste in music is anything from Dean Martin and Frank Sinatra all the way to uh, Linkin Park. Um, what else do I listen to? I listen to a lot of like grunge stuff, so I listen to Soundgarden, Nirvana. Uh, that's kind of what I'm into right now. I'm on a grunge like stuff like that. Uh, what else? I like I like a lot of classic rock and classic metal. So that's like Judas Priest, Black Sabbath, uh, stuff like that. Who else? Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, mostly it's like Judas Priest and Black Sabbath. I'm looking at them right now. Above my bed in my room, I have a Led Zeppelin poster. Song remains the same, and a Pink Floyd poster of the Animals album cover. So pretty much everything from early '60s Rat Pack stuff. Dean Martin, Frank Sinatra, Nat King Cole. Nat King Cole wasn't even in the Rat Pack, was he? No, that was Sammy Davis Jr. No, but yeah. Anyway, you get it. You get it all the way from that, pretty much like grunge and a little bit newer stuff like Linkin Park. That's pretty much my taste in music, although I divulge a little bit.
Yeah, my dad has like a huge collection of music. I think he has Frank Sinatra. And he introduced me to Johnny Cash, and I love Johnny Cash's music.
Um, who doesn't like Johnny Cash? To be honest.
Yeah.
Also, I forgot to mention Africa by Toto because Africa by Toto is perhaps, well, psychologically and scientifically proven to be the greatest song of all time. But
Yeah, it's a good song.
no matter how you play it, no matter how you put it, it is a masterpiece of music.
Yeah,
And if
it
you
is.
don't bless the rains down in Africa, I am sorry, but we can't be friends.
Yeah, Weezer just did a cover of that after I think some girl asked them to do it on Twitter.
Right. One of my friends said that to me the other day, and I said, she was telling me, did you listen to Weezer's cover? Does it justice? And I'm like, it's, Weezer's nothing. Toto's forever. Also, see in the chat, Animals is objectively their best album. So you're talking about Pink Floyd. Now, I think Animals is a great album, but it's not like I mean, you can't compare something like Animals, although it's great. It's got a great message and everything. But it's short. It's a short album, and you don't compare anything like Animals to the likes of The Wall. I mean, The Wall, I think, is the best Pink Floyd album, but I think anyone would agree. But that's because you listen to the whole thing. I'm not just talking about Another Brick in the Wall Part 2. I'm not talking about, like just Hey You or Comfortably Numb. That entire album is fantastic. You listen to it. I got the whole album actually on my phone. But also earlier Pink Floyd stuff before Dark Side, like Obscured by Clouds. I don't know if you've seen it or listened to it, I should say, but Obscured by Clouds was a great Pink Floyd album. That on Obscured by Clouds, you have What's the Deal What's the Deal is a great song off of Obscured by Clouds, and Childhood's End, I think, are the two best songs off that album. So if you haven't heard Obscured by Clouds, earlier Pink Floyd, of course, go and take a listen to that.
Yeah, I really need to listen to more music. I mostly listen to Gorillaz, some rap music, and some rock music. But I've been on Discord. I'm seeing all these people talk about music, and they know a lot more about music than I do.
But I got to tell you straight up, like I hate rap music. I mean, I'm just being honest. I can't stand rap music.
Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, of course there are some people, but I mean, if I'm telling you I listen to Dean Martin, chances are I'm not going to like rap music.
Yeah.
And what do you think about Syd Barrett era? I think what in the course of the entire the band's, I mean, I want to say history, but in the course of the band's, I want to say discography, really, you don't really find a low point with Pink Floyd. You even get to now. I just watched I think it was in Germany. Roger Waters did a whole Wall concert, and the editing on that the cinematography was great, and the stuff that they did. I wish I was there to watch the whole show. But I watched it on TV while I was away on vacation just a couple of weeks ago. And you just notice that it doesn't matter who, makes up the band. I mean that's even saying, that's even when you're talking about Black Sabbath or anything like that. I mean, Black Sabbath without Ozzy was still pretty decent for at least for the first couple of years. Um, but any band, especially in the case of Pink Floyd, you don't find a low point. Endless River was a great album that was released like December a couple of years ago. I remember waiting for that to come out, and they did some great stuff on that album, and that was like brand new. But these legendary bands, you barely find a low point. I had a chance to go see Ian Anderson from Jethro Tull at an amphitheater nearby, and I wish I would have had the chance to do that. But our family decided to put the money into going on vacation instead. And it turned out that at the concert, it ended up raining. But even so, I'd stand out in the rain just to watch Ian Anderson play the flute. Jethro Tull's a fantastic band, and all these guys are getting really old. But I mean, hey, that's the. I mean, like Hall and Oates are on tour, but you don't see them quitting, and they're old too.
Oh yeah, I got to see Bob Dylan live, and I'm glad.
That must have been awesome. That
Yeah,
must have been legendary.
he sang in a he's old and he sang in kind of a raspy voice, but I still enjoyed it. Like
Well,
he's
I
a
mean, that's
legend.
anybody. I mean, same thing. It was like when I was watching that thing with Roger Waters. His voice isn't what he used to be.
Yeah, he didn't sing Blowing in the Wind though, but I get that. Like you
The
don't.
last concert I went to was last concert I can remember going to was Chris Daughtry back in 2012, maybe 2013.
Oh yeah, I saw Bob Dylan in Springfield, Missouri. Nor did he? Yeah. Yeah, it was fun. I went with my dad. It was a fun time.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, I also saw BB King live. It was a great show. I'm glad I saw him when I did. Like everyone was like he was sitting down because he was old. But he was like very energetic. Like everyone was like saying, "Oh, we love you, BB King." He was like he seemed really happy. He performed. He did. It was a really good show.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, I'm glad I saw it before he died. It's sad.
That's good money that you're paying right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should go to more concerts. It's just that nearby me, we get a lot of pop, new age stuff.
Yeah, like what? Oh yeah, one concert I went to. I think it was the first. It might have been the first big one. I saw like A Day to Remember. Like it was like screamo and pop punk.
Yeah. See, like we where I live is very like they like Ariana Grande and
Yeah,
all these kids.
yeah,
But I gotta check because by my mall they got a ticket counter where you can actually they got like a whole thing scrolling to tell you who's gonna be where. Now, we just had Jerry Seinfeld nearby, I think, too. And I was actually in Washington D.C. when Cher was at the MGM, I think, hotel or whatever, because we were staying in National Harbor, Maryland. And we were stuck in traffic for a while trying to get to a convention in D.C. So I mean, you gotta catch the right people at the right time. But I mean, like I said, I had the chance to go see Ian Anderson, and it just didn't work out, and I wish I did.
yeah. Oh yeah, I think Weird Al was the first concert I went to, and that was fun.
Yeah, it
Weird,
must be. Weird Al is awesome.
yeah. All right. Should we see if other people can join, or should we like end the stream? Or
It's up to you. If you want to end it, I can actually go work on a couple of things regarding the. I got to do a couple of things for the video I just rendered.
oh, you do?
Yeah.
All right, I guess. All right, I guess this is the end of the stream. Thanks for watching.
Yeah. Also, just real quick to those of you in the chat now, thank you so much for listening, and I also want to thank the few of you who went to my channel and subscribed. Thank you for that. I don't ask for it, so I hope you appreciate my content. And for those of you who are watching later on, thank you for stopping by. You were here in spirit, so thanks, and thank you, Shade, for having me. It was fantastic.
You're welcome. All right, bye everyone.